Welcome to part 2 of our hip series. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Ground your hands down, tuck your toes, lift your seat, press equally through both hands. We'll just take a moment here and pedal out our dog. So bend your left leg and your right. And don't worry about if your heels can touch the ground or not. Just go to a point that's comfortable for you. And now we'll bend our left knee and drop our hips to the left. Straighten your right leg. And just pause here. Feel it stretch along your right leg and your right hip. Inhale, lift up, bend your right knee, straighten, drop your hips to the right, straighten your left leg. And return to center. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Keep your hips parallel to the ground. We're in three-legged dog. And now bend your knee, open up your hip, continue to press equally through both hands, scorpion dog. Take your knee and circle it in. We'll do nice big hip circles here. Draw a big circle with your knee. And now reverse direction. One more. And bring your knee to your nose and plant your foot. Drop your back knee, rise up. Our legs are in a 90-90 position. Hands extending tall. Squeeze your left glute. Place your right hand on the inside of your right leg. Reach your left hand up an inch more and then over to the right. Press your right hand into your right leg. So you'll feel a stretch along your whole front side left hip. And reach your arms up. Take your right foot and step it just a smidge forward and lean into your low lunge. Reach your hands high. Squeeze your left glute. Two more breaths. Tuck your left toes, lift up, crescent lunge. Your back leg can be bent here if that feels more comfortable to you. Lift your back heel up, sink down. Breathe in, and on your exhale, open up to warrior two. Gaze out over your right hand. Tuck your right hip under. Sink into the lunge. Nice strong. Envision somebody pulling both hands. Then cartwheel your left hand down, circle down to the ground, and take your right hand and lift up for a twist. Drop your left heel and your hip and reach towards the back of the room. So you'll feel the stretch along the whole right out of the side of your leg. Your hamstrings or glute med we're getting into. Push the floor away with your left hand so we're not dumping into our shoulder. Nice, strong. And on your inhale, circle your arm back, down, around. Ground your hands down, step back, plank pose. And shift your weight back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, sweep your left leg up. Keep your hips square, three-legged dog. And now bend your knee, open up your hip. Scorpion. Press through the left hand. So we're not lifting up here, but it's all about the hips. And now take your left knee and circle it in nice big circles. And reverse direction. And bring your knee to your nose, plant your left foot, drop your back leg, come to a 90-90 position. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Squeeze your right glute. Tuck your pelvis under. So we have this posterior tilt. We don't want to be here, right? We're really trying to stretch out the front here. So tuck your pelvis under. Take your left hand, place it on the inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up another inch. Squeeze your right glute and reach over towards your left. Inhale, reach both arms up. Take your left foot, step it forward, and sink into your low lunge. Hips parallel to the front of the room. Squeeze your right glute. Feel that stretch. Extend your arms high. Tuck your back toes and come into crescent lunge. So your feet are hips width distance apart to help with your stability here, and you have the option to bend your back leg. Lift your heel off the ground. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Squeeze your right glute. Feel that stretch along the front of your hip. Breathe in, and on your exhale, open up to warrior two. The heel of your front foot is in line with the arch of your back foot. Sink in, tuck this left hip under. Shift your weight forward. Pinky toe edge of your right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Gaze out over your left hand. Nice breaths. Control your breath. We're lengthening and strengthening our hips here. Straighten your front leg, cartwheel your right hand down, grounded down. Inhale, sweep your left arm up, gaze at your left hand for a twist. Now drop your right heel to the back of the room, reach your left hand back. Feel the stretch along the outside of your left leg. Ooh, that feels good. Your left foot, you might roll onto the side of your left foot, and that's okay. Just let your body go where it's going to go. And circle your left hand around. Ground your hands in. Step your left foot back and just shift back for a final downward facing dog. And you just take a moment here and pedal out your dog. Release your knees to the ground. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next class.